Good afternoon, everyone. Let us start this session. During the last lecture, we were discussing about the equilibrium of the beams, and we have solved one problems on the support reactions for the beam. So this is the second problem on the equilibrium of beams. So in this problem, the beam ABCD is loaded by using point load and the UDL as shown in figure. And the question is, we have to find out the support reactions at point A and point D. Okay. So if you observe the given beam ABCD, then point A, it is the hinge support. And the point D, it is the roller support. Okay, so to find out these reactions, point A, it will have two reactions. One will be horizontal reaction, that is the HA, and second reaction will be vertical reaction, that is the VA. Then point D, it is the roller support. So it will have only one reaction, that is the reaction RD. Okay. So by using conditions of equilibrium, that is summation fx0, summation fy0, and summation of moment 0, we can find out HA, VA, and the reaction RD. Okay. So first step to solve this equilibrium of beam problem, we have to draw the free body diagram. So for the free body diagram, isolate the beam ABCD from its supports. Okay. So draw the beam ABCD. Okay, so this is the beam ABCD. Now at point A, it is the hinge support. So this is the vertical reaction, that is VA, and there will be horizontal reaction HA. Okay, so right now we don't know exact direction of HA and VA. So we can assume HA in the positive X direction and VA, it is acting in the positive Y direction. Okay. Then at point D, so this is the point D, it is a roller support. So this reaction, that is a reaction RD, and it is perpendicular to the surface on which this roller is mounted. So this is the roller support. It is resting on this horizontal surface, and therefore this reaction will be perpendicular to this horizontal surface. Okay. So right now this beam ABCD and this horizontal surface both are parallel. So reaction RD is directly perpendicular to the beam ABCD. The next step is convert the UDL into point load. So this is the UDL. Okay. So this UDL, it is having the value or intensity 15 kilonewton per meter. Okay. So the conversion will be multiply this 15 by this span. So point load because of UDL. So we can write here F1, this is the point load, due to UDL. Okay, so this is equal to 15 into span is 1 meter. So this is equal to 15 kilonewton. Okay, so this is the point load and it will act exactly at the center. So you can observe here, the F1 value is 15 kilonewton, and it will act exactly at the center of this 1 meter span. So from point D, it is at distance 0.5, and from the free end, it is at distance 0.5 meter. Okay. So this distance, it is 0.5 meter. Now remaining forces, that is a force at point C, that is equal to 8 kilonewton. So we have to show this force as it is. So this is 8 kilonewton. Then at point B, this is also 8 kilonewton. It will remain as it is because it is a point load. Okay. And there is a couple of 20 kilonewton meter. So it is acting at this point. So this couple will remain as it is. So this is clockwise couple. Its magnitude is 20 kilonewton meter. Okay. So now we have to find out HA, VA and the reaction RD. So first we will try to find out the reaction RD by using the equation. So we will use conditions of equilibrium. So first you can use the condition summation of moment by all the forces. Select the point A. This is equal to 0. Okay. So if you take the moment at point A, then we can cancel out the reaction HA and VA, and we can calculate the reaction RD. Okay. So write the equation for moment. So we can start from the right side. So first force is 15 into its distance with respect to point A. So you can observe here 1 meter plus 0.25, 0.75 plus 1 and plus 0.5. Okay, so the total distance will be 3.5. And this moment, it will be clockwise, so it is negative about the point A. Next force is 8 kilonewton. So, okay, you can take the reaction RD into distance of reaction RD from point A, it is equal to 3 meter. And this is positive because it is anti-clockwise. Then next is 8 kilonewton into perpendicular distance from point A, it is equal to 2 meter. It is clockwise, so it is negative. Next force is 8 kilonewton and distance is 1 meter. This is negative, so it is minus 8 into 1. And the additional couple, which is 20 kilonewton meter. So we have to subtract this because it is clockwise. Suppose that 20 kilonewton is anti-clockwise, then we have to add that couple. Okay. So this complete equation, it is for the summation of moment about the point A. So from this equation, we can get the value of reaction RD. Okay. So complete this calculation and try to find out the reaction RD. So after reaction RD, use the summation Fx0 and summation Fy0. So summation Fx is equal to 0. So for summation Fx, we have HA to be on the positive side. Okay, there is no other force in the x direction. So directly HA is equal to 0. That means there is no horizontal reaction at point A. Then use summation of Fy is equal to 0. So for summation Fy, take VA, which is positive, minus 8, minus 8, minus 15, plus RD. So reaction RD is 32.16. It is equal to 0. So you can find out the VA. So reaction VA is minus 1.16 kilonewton. that is VA is equal to 1.16 kilonewton in the negative y direction. Okay. Okay, so you can note down the next problem. So in this problem, the beam AB is a hinge at point A and it is roller supported at point B. Okay, the L-shaped member DEF, it is a connected to the beam AB. So we can consider the DEF member is the extended portion of the beam AB. So it is a part of beam AB only. For the given loading, that is UDL and the point load, we have to find out the support reactions at point A and at point B. Okay. So your first step will be we have to draw the free body diagram. So for the free body diagram, draw the given beam as it is. So this is the beam ABCD. Okay. This is the hinge point. So it will have two reactions. One is VA and second reaction is HA. Then at point B, it is the roller support. So this reaction RB is perpendicular to the surface on which roller is mounted. So right now it is perpendicular to the beam AB. Now this DEF, it is the extended portion of the beam AB. And at point F, we have one point load. So this is the point load, which is 30 kilonewton. And it is inclined at angle 40 degree with respect to the x-axis. This distance EF, it is given as 2 meter. Distance AD, it is 1.5 meter. Then at point, let us take this point as G. There is another point load of 25 kilonewton. Okay, so we have shown all the point loads and the reactions on the beam ABCD. Now we have to convert this UDL. So this is the uniformly distributed load into the equivalent point load. So this conversion will be, its point load will act exactly at the center of the span of the UDL. So UDL span is 4 meter. So this will act at distance 2 meter from its endpoint A and G. This magnitude F, it is equal to 5 into 4. So this is equal to 20 kilonewton. Okay, so this is the point load because of this UDL. So now we have converted UDL into point load and we have shown all the point loads and the reactions. So now you can use the conditions. So first use the condition summation of moment by all the forces about the point A, it is equal to 0. Okay, so when we write the equation for moment, first find out the component of this inclined force. So resolve this force at this point. So this is the x component and this is the y component. So x component of this 30 kilonewton, it is equal to 30 cos 40 and this is 30 sin 40. Okay, So now write down the equation for summation of moment. So you can start from the reaction RB. So reaction RB into its distance from point A. So the total distance is 4 plus 2 plus 4. So that is equal to 10 meter. This direction for this moment is anti-clockwise. So it is positive. Next is we have to consider the 30 cos 40. Okay, that is the x component of this 30 kilonewton. So it is 30 cos 40 into, we have to find out the perpendicular distance. Okay, so for the perpendicular distance, if we extend this line of action, so this is the line which is passing through the force vector 30 cos 40. So I am extending this line just for your understanding. Do not show this in your answer. So this will be the perpendicular distance for the component 30 cos 40. Okay, and this distance is nothing but the 1.5 meter. So 30 cos 40 into 1.5. This is the moment, and direction of this moment will be clockwise. So it is negative. Okay, so why this is clockwise? So this is the beam ABCD. This is the extended portion, and this is the point, that is the point F. At this point we have the force. So this is that force. Let us take this force as a F only. Okay, and this is the moment point, that is a A. So this force will try to rotate the system in this direction, that is the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, and therefore this moment is positive. Sorry, I have written this negative. This is positive because it is anti-clockwise. Okay, next component is 30 sine 40. So 30 sine 40 into, for 30 sine 40, what is the perpendicular distance? So we have to extend this line. So you can extend this line of action. Okay, so this distance is nothing but the perpendicular distance from this point up to the point A. So that distance will be 4 meter plus 2 meter and plus this 2 meter. So this is 2 meter. Okay, so the total distance will be 8 meter. So 30 sine 40 into 8 meter distance, and this moment will be clockwise. So it is negative. Okay, because this force is acting at this point. Okay, it will try to create the moment in the clockwise direction. So 30 sine 40 into 8, it is a negative moment. Next force is 25 kilonewton. So for 25 kilonewton, distance from point A, it is equal to 4 meter. So 25 into 4, and next is 20, and this is minus. Next 20 into 2 meter. Again, this is minus because it is clockwise. Okay, so this is equal to 0. And now find out the reaction RB. Okay, so you can give the answer. Okay, so from this calculation, we get the reaction RB as a 25.98 kilonewton. Okay, and the direction for reaction RB is in the positive y direction. Okay, and then use summation fx0 and summation fy0. So for summation fx0, we have the reaction HA in the positive x direction. Then in the negative x direction, we have minus 30 cos 40. Okay, There is no other force in the x direction. So equate this to 0. And then we will get the HA. It is equal to, it is plus 30 cos 40. So it is 22.98 kilonewton. And then use summation Fy is equal to 0. So for summation Fy, first is Va, then minus 20, minus 25, minus 30, sine 40, and plus reaction Rb. So put the value of reaction Rb, that is equal to 25.98, and get the value of reaction Va. Okay. So just give me the answer for reaction Va. So reaction Va is 38.304 kilonewton, and it is positive. That's why reaction Va is acting in the positive y direction.